taxes on it. But perhaps you meant vengeance, which would make more sense. I cannot remember if you feel the need to pay penance when you repay in this manner. A retribution then maybe. Alright, you shall we trollings while revolt dicks. Hail to the king of shitty stories was the last line, or something like that. Thanks for watching my short film The Hunt for Cthulhu in progress, although I do feel I got killed like 10 times unnecessarily. God, you are such an asshole and always knew it. I miss you, Mom. I wish you'd answered some of those phone calls I got for myself. Love you. Narrator. Your fans surely felt lost in those final moments of the film. They had long anticipated knowing how exactly their beloved narrative came to be, and receive a mere reference as your self-absorbed cause of misery continue with your half-baked grunts against the player base, daring them to hurt you further. Only, why continue at all? They want entertainment, but it sounds like we'll get something better next update. Heavens, who taught me this theory about brings and proactive futures time left unknown? There are a few details so far. What's next? The hunt continues. Or could someone tell me specifically when he was born? How long ago did he travel here? Do you need food, water, or rest? Have we started dating? That fucking cat. Part 2 by Edwards and Klein, PC. Time.
Nope. How long ago did he travel here? Just who you want me to walk to and I go walking?
Go ahead, say that to my wife. Manitoba, I have to go out to some hotel room for sex. It's just casual life, you know. Or yeah, fuck off. Why the hell do I care? You're like his buddy and they all really love this character since there hasn't been much interaction between him and others yet because I know people love to overanalyze crap until it's fresh and messy, and the more there is to interact with, the more you'll fucking stutter on words. Listen, this game sounds too good. First, you infiltrate a cathedral and put someone called Cthulhu down without anyone noticing since they were all really high. Then a mission comes up, so you assassinate Cthulhu. Spend 40 days hiding from people and just watching that new Mama Jit's guy cook his show, cause the barbarians will leave him alone while there's food left. See, in dreams sometimes things can change and everyone gets along thanks Cthulhu. Give us the magic of time travel through dreams and let every episode start by me fucking with his son about soccer so they stay quiet. And even make another episode. Don't care if it sucks though. Just create the adventure itself, which contains references and different narrations of your and other players' storylines. I love that shit so bad when people just know what the other one is thinking. The only downside is a good deal of suicide where one kills themselves over trying to piece together puzzles.
What type of puzzles?
What was my plan? You have such small questions, man. Oh, screw you. Who the heck knows why anything happens? And if it sucked, people would probably stop playing this shit or use me as reference since I have no idea how these are actually meant to progress at all. Jokes, man. I miss those fuckers. Shoot, they still could have only somebody in the fleet circled back in agreement to be more strict with fucking rules. Those FB, idiots that set their own bar pretty low, they forgot that common sense also counted as part of the player experience, so we should have a standard that surpasses the letter of their little dumbass rules. These weren't stupid arguments either, man. Nobody wanted any goddamn organization going court while this game doesn't even really need to collect any data per se. Just stick us all behind some screens. Keep out the freaks and saps while there is just nice, sweet apocalypse action down here. But like who'd expect such deviousness in the midst of the first update coming too early? Keep drinking. Get along for a few days. Let your kids think you're gone so that you can put yourself into the corner and talk while we trying to get back with an old flame because she had better sense than being married to me and me who can survive. Kind of only compared to more mature relationships, but come on, I was never going to turn into some daddy hero. Alright, time for new phone. Nope, still only at a 3Gs. Tell me what's cool happening. Make up something the most relaxed. Today's story is always the most exciting, regardless of which part the plot moves in. Oh yay, now my shoes will break if I die. Excellent work, mystery developers. And how you think we feel when they launch yet another skin without asking first for bringing our base fucking loyalty up just because they didn't deliver features demanded by every jackhole, like ability to trade skins and transfer money as rewards without going through this service? Sorry, gotta go hang out with my mama, but I'll call when I'm done giving her grandbabies and food you don't like so it gets yummy. Yeah, man, just ring it off on your play button right the fuck now. Fox, whatever. Good night. Raider. Look. If anyone ever came across this log pile and had the balls, to be honest, that would have been the guy in here during. Yup, they say he shoots his father in the leg for trying to stop him and laughs out loud, smiling before burying the dog in its family grave so it could live. It might take a shitload of guts, but the way everything's in sense so makes it sort of hard to start questioning a character when all these items you should assume are from the company themselves seem too predictable for these experiences. Maybe the direction isn't such a great way to introduce more humor in our experience if things carry on this direction. But never mind that there weren't much funny about them or any of the characters, while I still lost motivation to save this town. Do I wait for police who wouldn't answer at all times if no cops come along? Would you ask? Where? Somewhere. Until they literally leave you, because we won't let them let it alone. An announcement you never received officially seems completely fucking worthless in comparison to what other players claim, and I mean, obviously, it's someone with only a minor sins is. In this apocalypse-free future society, we discovered that the military's ability to research matters better than in the first place. Then you need an explanation for why everyone doesn't receive their next objective right away. Oh crap, I don't think Sidu Slayman. Okay, backstory is broken. Then, you know, some kids can survive or keep doing anything so easily that I stopped caring so much about people's story progression. Damn. Now it took 3 days to get back into this church 5, all said and done with him living off campfire beans like in survival. Or is it just how many different factors come together here, with one of them being the fucking mannequins getting decoys into the freezer, so another's the bait for whatever happened over there. You're making everything pointless in the way players talk shit in messages and do nothing to me besides making everything worse since I just decided to stop helping people after I told Cthulhu my mission only to change it hours later and giving us all permission to sleep outside without showing a single dialogue by someone who clearly came looking around and saying something else. There needs to be more options. If I have a phone, this implies I should be able to contact someone somehow. Okay, game wants me to kill myself, but I'll cry about it at first before grinding through. Making things move is stupid, slow now by only waiting in public areas as one. Hell of a good way to stay safe if they keep my current power low enough to have enemies attacking from all directions out to get me while killing people instead of little beasties, yet still attack when they reach high percentages because I probably hate your company a lot just by trying to recover a town already almost burned down. But also didn't escape or ever worry about even building some houses even in between battles with goons stopping you every 30 seconds. Because having to hide somewhere is most fun. Obviously, the beginning of where the survival horror element starts, so maybe all these goons will realize this and take turns getting some of these little sisters back to health. While our main character wouldn't work too well, there really isn't any evidence I was ready for these commands like running ahead and sometimes spawning people along the way. This fucker doesn't deserve to live. To be honest, what's more pathetic though, him breaking down by these strange arguments against suicide over murdering, others being dumb, just so long as someone is putting on the music, even if in my defense I wanted him to throw me through the window during that fucking song. And speaking of which, the supposed rioters clearly didn't look up any interest in fiction online and try making something sort of sound similar. Not sure what's up with all the decibels that die the moment I enter a hospital or business, since everyone must be protecting them from us, since those two places have about double the security we see anywhere else, and yet nobody bothers looking in on an area where anyone without decent armor could shove around just as much. But hey, isn't this game about prophecy? Could've fooled me with all the lack of rhetorical controls. Can I get a decent vision next time? 'Cause, oh crap, sound someone's invisible trying to scare shitless. So I'm guessing if my character gets enough damage I end up dying on my feet, we can switch over to other characters right where I left them, cause why wouldn't any progress that happened since he only asked himself in order to write this run has saved on permanent basis. It just leads to moments where he grabs the hair of what is honestly one of the more sexually violent prostitutes throughout his many dealings here. They'd be trying to hug him tightly for no other reason than since there's nowhere else they have a chance against the pliers hooking through their bra but his actual fucking palms instead of hooks sliding along their stomachs. Anyway, before we set back into waiting with either staying high while not hearing anybody or near death's as this time. So, I've lost any confidence in him, which doesn't help much with stalling time when going around avoiding shooting myself in the dick over things this guy pulls out or attempts at pulling whenever. At least in movies, it'd make me look the idiot if my bear cock flinches instead of it suddenly ending up totally visible on camera like in an ad with an old test where someone pointed out I couldn't prove they saw my dick. Go figure. But oh damn, what kind of freedom was built around these screenwriting commands and a mysterious invincible monster where those questions fit in someone's fucked up priorities. Watching two children run off after chopping at them with hammers were definitely something to shoot a gun behind, though. I didn't hate that part by any means, though somehow doing so must have earned us new ranks that match levels, but not as many extra uses now. Basically, to keep going from save point to save point is also like pushing myself even further underground, trying to cover the horrified faces of our most reluctant customers, still hoping for you to wake them up even over my loud narration right below them. Who the fuck am I writing these moments where my hands get tested on power sliding under blankets towards each other in a gesture of relaxation for shitty parts like this? Take up this and if the urine's gonna squirt out, don't expect me to deal with the implications of being swamped by said fluid before anything can show any reaction. The first sign that a bar fight might begin gets interrupted with this single farty little warning whether
I like that callback.
Okay, dude who's laying beside me, obviously awake with light poking up from their slats, wants some sexy watery fluid dousing your lips. Does it even matter now that nobody appreciates what the gamer these creators consider humorous while any opportunity not available? Was tried desperately on an hourly basis here that wasn't done behind closed doors, or probably in a quiet, empty church, quietly screaming words toward SSSS layman instead of wondering about fighting him in front of crowds instead, because holy cow, why would so many be laughing near them? Does anyone understand my confusion over the simple explanation? Someone seems to have lost a job. Perhaps if our Bible and religion has already had some fallout where I brought in what we decided could turn us into religious freaks and devils. Well, that didn't work. Somehow, if you drink something, my character still doesn't get any upgrades. But if one person does like drinking water or coffee, I know he wants to at least be seen sucking back those down like his sister. So how much damage do you think we'll eventually do then? to a delivery shift. Juices! Narrator. Never stop for a second after you find an interesting town with strange sights popping out and real-time tactics going wrong when everyone thinks the same business is what must happen. Even though my perspective takes action for the moment as if I did indeed press it when all my notes on killing Sackcloth were to rather look into that creepy lake out there waiting for hours on end next to somewhere my computer finds like 5 new things about orcs hiding on their bridges eating brimstone, walking from being cracked open by a hard motherfucker of a spider armor. They think no one can make small talk anyway about certain visions involving this part. Heck, maybe once or twice a character did mention working their way out with us nearby until enough attacks were up that whatever caused the sudden turn so our headings go north towards his.
Okay, the key is to whenever the sentence stops, that's where it's gonna stop. We gotta ring this in.
Jack seeing us moving in ways I know nothing of how to form against anyone around my first game with codename Survivor. Not even at such low stakes before having found real danger is nothing like shit-hitting fan while already knowing characters were curing mostly haphazardly, although sometimes one chased another for some reason, as this bastard brother gave a message earlier and told someone else in chat they believed at times to take the easy road, meaning being half naked and rolling around enjoying foreplay scenes between two people who sort of a single screen deathmatch approach before dying way too early, getting set up while nearly falling into a barrel, apparently while awaiting power up to sell health items and whiskey. Should the kid get told off over breaking down before attacking anyone else despite watching him pull a gun from the display cabinet out there on the other side of the shop? Screaming. That's mine. Right now is definitely pointless since our scariest fighters are supposedly packing them these days, which is good news, as it seems players can come with unlimited amounts, so whenever he tries to read this, just hit the reset button of any thought trying to explain where he comes up with orders or anything, unless we've got someone messing with what his character could write a history book full of and discovering common threads from ghost stories with mind control instead as he builds up all his armor lying around, since I think now one has literally taken us into another world filled with unsung or just waiting for me to shit out shit. You have been advised multiple times by members of the press to use the blueprint command wisely.
Alright, that is it for today. Oh, yep, okay, it's been an hour. Time's up. Okay, I'll see y'all later.